Welcome back to a new video. In this video, we're going to go over haircut. From Hack the Box, the machine is Linux and it is considered as an OSCP box. So if you're preparing for offensive security, this is an OSCP box. Okay, Nmap scanning. Nmap scanning part, we have 22 SSH, 80 HTTP. Since we don't have username and password set of credentials, we're going to go over HTTP, the web server. So what we do here, let's add the IP to the host file. Okay. 10. 24. Here, cut HTTP. All right, let's head over to browser. Chrome. Let's make sure no proxy is messing with our work. Because as you know me, I used to forget proxy running. Oh, that's right. Okay. Now, here, cut. Let's see here. So we see a beautiful woman with a haircut, and the web page seems like haircut for women. So click on the view page source. Let's see what we have. We see an image. I know you're gonna say download the image, use string, use exif, try to find out more about the image. That's right, totally right. Methodology is right, but it's not the way it works here. So we're gonna launch GoBuster to find out more about the directories. So sudo go, no, that's sudo. Well, I guess I need privileges because my user is very limited and restricted on the system. GoBuster dash wait, put dir and dash u or dash u, okay, dash u http. And the name is haircut.http -w for the word list, user share dir, yes, dir, and word list. So what do we got here? The directory list (2.3) medium. Okay, seems like there is nothing to be exposed or enumerated further down the road, so we're gonna cancel this and see if we can find files now, enumerate for files. So this is a directory, all right. I want to find what are the extensions the website is using. So we can go back to view page source or inspect, see what's the language here. Head. Okay, so nothing is clear from here. Definitely we can use an extension to find out more about the backend language, or we can use a simple trick, guys. Index dot, and you type the extension. For example, index.php. It says not found, but the web server is revealed nginx. So this is nginx server. Let's get back to the nmap scan. Nginx. So most probably this is a PHP site. Let's try CGI. Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think it's a CGI. Okay, so let's go over with PHP and try to enumerate for PHP files there. So we'll go over with the same command. Instead, we will type, or let's go over to the right. -x php, specifying the file extension, and the extension to be enumerated for is php. And another file was exposed in the enumeration. The file name is exposed.php. Now, if you go here, we see kind of box and button. So it's doing some command here. The backend, doing some executing some command, and the example is telling us here clearly that we enter a URL, okay, and here the tool would check if the URL is correct or the page really exists in the site. So if we click on go, we see here the page does exist, and this is the page how it looks like, and we see an output here. Let's look at an output. Total received. The output here, as you can see, reminds us with the output you will get when you execute a curl command. So basically, this is the output of a curl command, right? And if you type some other host, you will see that curl is explicitly mentioned in the output. So you see here, this is a curl tool, curl, right? So what we can do with that to manipulate the tool, what we can do with this curl tool to do something in our favor. So what we do here, we go down, or we minimize this, and we would think of uploading a reverse shell. So let's get back, and here clear or not clear. Let's open a new one and generate a PHP payload, right? You can use the Pentest monkey PHP reverse shell, or you can generate your own. So sudo with MSF panel. Of course, this is a non-OSCP method, right? You will get first a reverse shell with Metasploit, Meterpreter, and then we'll get another one with netcut. So both methods, we're going to explain the both methods. So this is my 4545. What do we need else? -f and make it row so we can edit on it. Now, let's go now to Google and download the Pentest monkey reverse shell. So we will take this. And we'll paste this. Of course, don't forget to change the IP and port. So the port here will be 4546, and here we got the IP. Okay, so we have one, and the next one, or the previous one, is this one. So we're going to take this and say here cut MSF. Right, so now, and this is the IP, this is the port, all done. Now open a listener. And let's download these files directly to the remote host. So this is the remote host. How we do this? So we know beforehand, or by the analysis and diagnosis, we know that this is a curl tool. So what we would try to do here, we would first put the URL of our web server, which is http the IP address, the port, and of course the name of the file that is hosted on my server. First one is this one. Of course, don't forget the listeners. We're going to establish two listeners here. View one for the non-MSF 4546 and one for interpreter. Let's get back. So here we have put the file name, and since this is a curl command, you have to specify the output where this file will be saved. So in my case, or in this case, we're going to say -o uploads and specify the name. Since we know that the directory that holds the uploaded files is uploads, so we specify it in the output here and put the file name. This is the complete URL that we will get there. So let's execute that. Make sure the listeners are up. So this is the second one. The first one, use exploits multi-handler set payload. Run. Okay, now all is ready. Okay, so where are the listeners now? They are here. Let's download the first one, which is the netcat one. So from here, we will type the URL. I said go. Let's check out. So this is the payload being downloaded now to the remote host. We will wait the output for the process here to be finished. And let's craft the next one. The next one will be the same. Instead, we will change the file names. The next one will download the MSF one, which is haircut. Sorry. So let's change the names. So it has been that couldn't host, couldn't resolve. Let's see, failed writing body. Let's check out if this has been uploaded. So we go to uploads and take this, check out the listeners. It hasn't been uploaded, actually, to be honest. Let's see why this failed to create the file uploads. Oh, I think we have a problem here. So we have to put this. Yep, let's do that one more time. Check out here what happened. Let's get back, take this one. And this is the, okay. It is not a good thing to put in URL. Why? This is the file, and oh, see what happened. So php-o, yep, that's it. Go. Let's check. Still not found. So what's happening here? If I reverse this, sometimes this work and take the URL on its own. Just reversing the side of the command. See if this would help. Go. Again, I receive this. Failed to create uploads, haircut, no such file, warning. How about this? Remove the /. Oh, I think this worked. Let's now navigate, uploads, and take the file name. What's gonna happen, guys? So this is the reverse shell. Cool. Now let's try to trigger another reverse shell. So we'd open a new tab here, exposed.php, and in here I'm gonna take the same URL. So here just type -o uploads, and the file that will be uploaded is the next reverse shell, which is haircut msf, and then craft the URL of the web server. So this will be the URL. Right, the file name, go, fine, downloaded now. Oh, the first one has been, let's check. Did it die? No, we maintained the session now. Let's trigger the next reverse shell now, guys. So here, upload, and the next one. Yep. So we have two shells now. One with interpreter for the guys who are rushing things, and for those OSCP learners. So ID data beta, get your ID. Right, now the privilege escalation. For this machine, the privilege escalation is done by enumerating for the suite bit files. Okay, what are the files that have the suite bit set? So on the left terminal or on the right terminal, I would type find -parent -u equal s -type file to dev null. Take the same command and execute that in the interpreter. Oh, I don't think it works in interpreter for shell. Paste. So the same output, right? Okay. Now in the output we will see many binaries. Now as you can see there is one that stands out, which is screen 4.5.0. Screen 4.5.0. I guess it's a pretty good idea to spawn a Tty shell. So I'm gonna just type Python shell here. What? What? Python not found? Do you mean, let me see here, 3? Is it Python 3? I don't think so. Oh, Python 3. So it's better to have a stable shell over here. Okay, so we have something that stands out with the version screen 4.5.0, screen 4.5.0. Now, I know not all of us are Linux gurus, so first we will try to get an idea about the binary we are about to exploit, we're about to mess up. So screen Linux tool. What is that? Screen or GNU screen is a terminal multiplexer. In other words, it means that you can start a screen session and then open any number of windows inside the session. Yeah, this is the same tool actually. working with Linux, screen Windows, start name session. Let's find out more useful info about this. So it's about, using multiple shell sessions. And you can see the basic use of this tool. So what's wrong with the one in the box? Screen 4.5.0. You see, it pops up immediately, exploit. Click on this one. See your local privilege escalation. All right, let's get back to the terminal here. Exit. And search exploit screen 4.5.0. So this is the same actually they are, but one with text file and one with sh script. So one is script and one is text file. So the way to do that in a healthy manner is to understand how the exploit works and try to apply it. If you download this to the exploit box, it's not going to work, and you'll know why now. So say nano or search exploit. And download this to the attacking box. So here, this is how it works. So first, there is a file being created, lib library x, and here is the code for this file, end of file, and then this file is being compiled, as you can see, and the original C file is removed. The next file is root shell.c, and this is the code for the root shell. Now, next, the shell is compiled, the C file is removed. Now we create our etc ld.so.py file. Lastly, these commands, I guess, are performed on the host separately. So we will do this, execute these commands separately, and save the files on the temp directory. So what do we do here, guys, in a healthy way? Since the root or the remote target may not have GCC for compiling the script, compiling the files, so you will either have to run this on your own machine, right? Create all the files automatically, or you can just copy the codes and create the files on your own. We can try both ways. Let's check this out. X for 1, and let's launch for 1, see what's going to happen. Bad interpreter. Yes, the work. Okay, so let's get back. All right, what we do here, guys, let's take the codes or the line of codes separately. What I would do here, I would get back here and take the first one. Sudo nano, what's the name of the first file? Should be lib hx lib x. Let's see. Paste this, and this is the first file. The next one starts at this line, which is the root shell. The last one, no need to create these files. Yeah, no need. You can. These are commands. We can execute them one by one on the target. Let's compile the previous two files. This is the first command to compiling the first one. So compile message file or directory. Yep. So remove this one. ls. So this is the first one. The next one is this. Of course, remove the temp because we are not in the victim box. So lib, and we have the root shell. Next thing is to download these files to the target. So interpreter, we can say upload, we say cd temp, we are in temp, upload lib, so root shell. So now they are in the temp directory. Let's check out from the other shell. ls. So we have root shell, and there is something missing, I guess. Oh, I think I confused stuff. Look. No, this is very bad. Check here. This is one. The next one will be root shell. I replace this with the one we have confused about. So ls root shell. Okay, file lib.ex.so. Right, file root shell. No, not search object. Let's remove root shell. Can we root with that? Okay, we remove this. Let's upload this again. ls root shell file root shell. Let me check on my machine. I guess I have something wrong, guys. Okay, no. Right. So what we would do next, we would get back to the exploit and perform these commands. The first one, cd etc. What do you want, here or here? Okay, I think it's cooler to do that on the non-OSCP box terminal. Next one, unmask 3 zeros. Screen dash d dash l. And here's an explanation, new line needed. Okay, let's try this. Now screen dash ls, screen itself is set UID, so okay. Now we execute the root shell. I hope it's gonna work. I hope. Please work. ID, and you are the root user. Of course, we can perform the same basic steps on the left side here. So let's find the flag, cd root, let's get root, take the flag and submit it. I know it's retired machine. It's more about learning than submitting flags. But anyway, we do that. The machine is fairly easy actually. Okay. So basic enumeration, guys, exploitation of misconfigured binaries on Linux, and apply basic steps in when you work with local exploits. It's very vastly important to understand how they work and pick up the best way to make them work. So that was about today, and see you in the next video.